Move and be moved by these savings right now at Team Mazda. Choose a new 25 Mazda CX-50, Mazda CX-70, or Mazda CX-90 and get low 1.9% financing. Discover the Mazda experience and save right now at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda.
That's how you do it.
Dun, 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 dun.
We're talking so much we cut off the music.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's good, though, because we're used to the music cutting us off.
That's true.
Well, role reversal. We cut the music off.
Yeah.
That's it.
You
Yeah.
turn the music off when we're talking to you.
We have that power. Where's the thing?
I don't know that we do.
We have that power.
That's
right
not
here.
going to
He's going to call somebody.
Hello? Oh, sorry.
Mr. President?
No, my bad.
Oh,
Always.
So, that's a hot line.
What is that?
That's a hot
Oh,
line.
you know what that is? So that is the little GoPro kind of camera that our director
There
Bobby
you
May
go.
set up. And so he actually
Weather
gave you a look at that a
Jared.
second ago.
Yeah.
And
We
that's the
have
setup
such-
that he created over there. He like
love
literally
that.
put some wire and it's like it's hilarious how he finagled it to work. Hey, welcome to the Plus, everybody.
he cares about the visuals, and
He
we love it
does.
for it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's such an awesome studio.
We do. We do.
Yo, we were just talking about you guys were just talking about
Yes.
flights and lost luggage.
Team
and
check-in versus carry-on.
Oh, yeah, all that stuff. We have friends taking some flights, and it's about to be summer travel season,
Yeah.
Memorial Day around the corner. So how much luggage, Johnny Asian, have you lost over the time that you?
I lost
have you
one
time?
small bag. It
That's it?
had nothing but shoes in it.
Nothing but shoes.
When I went on a cruise out of New Orleans years ago, didn't really worry. I had some other things, a couple of swimsuits I bought there. But anyway, so it was in New Orleans, 7-day cruise, came back to New Orleans. My
there?
bag's right there.
No.
On the dock.
Really?
It was right
Literally
there.
sitting at the dock of the bay?
On the dock.
You think
for
it was
a
there the whole
week.
time? Oh, it was there the whole time.
I think people were afraid to go approach it. They thought something was going to blow up or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Shoes.
But yeah, got off the 7-day cruise Saturday to Saturday. Next Saturday's right there. I'm like,
At least
yeah.
it was still there. Nobody took it.
pretty good.
Yeah.
You think it'll still be there? No way. There it is.
But I've never really lost the luggage on an airline.
flight?
I don't think. No, a friend of mine's
Really?
dealing with that right now with an international trip.
Oh,
Yeah.
no fun there.
Mine's always
Yeah.
been with connections. If you're
They
catching
call
a
it
tight
that.
connections or
Yes.
there's a weather delay, your
Yes.
bag gets there or doesn't get that back there. I was going to Chicago one time for a snowboarding trip or something. I was meeting somebody. Yeah, and they didn't send the snowboard because I had to send it in
Well,
a
that's
different
kinda key.
bag. Well, yeah, I was like, well, I can't. And we were
Just
driving to
running down the mountain.
Milwaukee,
You
so
go
I had to
snowboarding.
wait at the airport. Yeah, I was snowboarding really until
Snowboarding.
yeah, and I was flying with Southwest at the time, and they were so apologetic, and they're like, well, we can ship it to you, but it'll be a day before you get it. Well, I was like, I'll already be in
Yeah,
Wisconsin by
exactly,
then,
right.
so yeah,
I don't know, like
some
pro
of these
golfers
stories.
do with their golf
You gotta wait. If
Yeah,
it doesn't
that's-
come, it
that's
doesn't. Matt
crazy.
Venezia was just dealing with that. He took a trip out out east. He was waiting for his clubs to coming back in.
Yeah.
It was on a flight after his, and he had to wait
Yeah.
the next day to come back to BTR to go get him.
I had my stuff stolen.
That is the worst
Yeah,
case
my club's
scenario.
stolen.
Like
Yeah.
off of the
off of the terminal, the baggage
Yeah.
like that.
Carousel?
It was in Vegas. This is late '90s. I was going with a group of friends. We're going to go down there basketball tournament. Back in the day was the Wackety Whack basketball tournament, and going to see the Wyoming Cowboys play. And we're going to play some golf. And yeah, stolen right off the
Did you
the
see
large
them
car-
take it?
The surveillance did, and so yeah, I had to write the report and everything.
That's
and-
expensive.
Yeah, it
That's-
was. It was expensive.
Wow. For shame. Whoever did that. For shame.
Enjoy my crappy clubs. Whatever.
Yeah.
You gotta watch those carousels, man. I'll tell you that. I had an embarrassing situation. I think I told you guys this story in Houston at Bush Intercontinental. From there, the luggage comes out of the ceiling. You know, sometimes when it comes down. So we're all waiting, packed flight. We're all around the carousel, and then this bag comes down slowly but surely, and it's got a big pair of underwear hanging out, a pair of boxer shorts sticking out of it for everybody to see, and we all start laughing. And I start laughing too until I see the suitcase come into view, and I recognize the pair of underwear because it happens to be mine. And not only that, it could have been any pair of underwear. It happened to be this pair of boxers I used to have that was like very pink and had watermelons all over it. Who doesn't who doesn't have that?
I got that.
So we're all laughing until I realize it's mine. And as it comes down, I've just been laughing at myself the whole time. I can't grab my bag. Everybody's there. So I have to just kind of, I follow the carousel to the other side. And I swear to God, when I say I grabbed them, I didn't even look back. Grabbed it, and I wouldn't even look back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me.
Were you
Was
as red
that
as the
the
watermelon?
suitcase
Yes.
that you had your clean clothes in or the dirties?
What I do is I put a black bag for the dirties
that makes sense.
into
Yeah,
there,
that,
so
yeah.
it's a bag within a bag.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes they're rough with those things. So the zipper broke, and of course, my underwear had to be the thing, the article hanging out. But if you ever sit on a plane,
just
you watch
wasn't
things
chuck.
body slam these things. It's like, dude, come on.
Yeah.
Pink underwear with watermelons. A lot of things became perfectly clear about him just in the last few
Dude, don't you buy him by a six-pack.
That's fruit. That's fruit.
A hilarious
That's fruit of the
story.
loom right there.
That's fruit of something.
That's a great ad.
Actually, I think my favorite pair are probably in the
red
pink
laces,
category.
The little
The independent, yes.
The lacy stuff is so comfortable.
See, things you
What?
would never know if you didn't watch WAP+.
Who was it, Joe Namath, that wore the nylon stockings?
That was a great commercial.
Yeah, and the fur coat.
That's a great.
Yeah.
That's right.
Wow.
You sure did.
Yeah, that's my team, and that's the last time they won, back in like the 1940s.
Now,
Namath
see,
came
ladies
with a
and
fur
gentlemen,
coat.
wouldn't you want to? Don't you want to hear this more than the
Well,
news?
probably.
Hear it more than see it.
Probably, but
right?
they do want
The weather.
The weather.
Yeah.
So let's do that as well as we get ready for this gigantic cold front. Thank you, Jared.
What are you trying to say? People don't want to see my underwear?
No,
well.
it's just good watermelon warm weather. People want to know about the
You're
forecast.
totally right. I'm just giving you a hard time. Yeah, let's go ahead and, before I get
story
pink
was
like
so
I did that
good.
day outside right now. You're looking downtown, and there you see we actually do have mostly cloudy skies, and we got temperatures around 73. By the temperature by itself, you wouldn't know that the front moved through, but now we got that northerly component to the wind. That tells us we're behind that cool front, which, by the way, now hanging out in the southern part of the viewing area, gaining a little bit of steam, I might add, south of Donaldsonville and Napoleonville, south of Lutcher down to LaPlace, and then you can see it's starting to move outside of the viewing area altogether. But if you look out to the southwest, to the south of the Lake Charles and Lafayette area, you see a couple of those thunderstorms are forming and developing, and they're going to move in our general direction. So we're going to leave in a chance of rain for today. Here's how we'll break it down. The farther north you go of Baton Rouge, you guys are going to have no chance of rain whatsoever. But if you're around Baton Rouge in the I-10 corridor, we'll have about a 20% chance. As you go down towards the coast, that's going to be closer to a 40%. That's going to be the better chance of seeing a few pockets of heavy rain. But the models agree that by the time we get to the late afternoon into the evening hours, they start to clear us out. That was the graph model. The graph, by the way, has been doing a great job. But the HRRR agrees too. The only difference I would say is the HRRR wants to sneak it up a little more farther north, clipping the Baton Rouge area, but they agree with the trend, and then they trend a little bit drier by the very end of the day. By the evening, we should all be looking good area-wide. Dew points are already starting to go down, so that's good. That's the effect of the cool front, but it's going to be short-lived. We pump it right back up as we go later in the weekend. Saturday and Sunday, your outdoor plans look good to go. Memorial Day Monday might not be so much. For today, an isolated shower possible in the Baton Rouge area. Start at 73, work our way to the upper 80s, so I guess that's a little bit of an improvement. And we'll feel a little bit more improvement for tonight as we drop down to the upper 60s. I know 69 doesn't sound like a big improvement, but less humidity, and after all, we've been in the mid-70s the past few days, so that's an improvement. Again, hold on to your outdoor weekend plans, but Memorial Day Monday, that might be a little bit iffy. Stay tuned on that. And then we actually do drop temperatures a little bit better, a little bit later in the 10-day forecast. 7:10. Johnny A., how's it going?
Hey, good morning, Jerry. Good morning, everybody. All right, we always see this after 7 o'clock or between 6:30 and 7. Slower traffic coming out of Denham. That's I-12 between Pete's Highway and Range. That's the Range overpass right there on the interstate, and it picks up when you get into EBR. Here's the 10-12 merge right here in the Baton Rouge area, and our drive times in from Gonzales fine this morning, and there's that increase in decrease in speed and increase in that delay time, 20 minutes now from Juban to the 10-12. Other drive times look pretty good this morning, and we told you earlier, and we want to continue to beat this into your head. We'll be watching it too very closely at 8 o'clock, less than an hour from now. Denham Springs City Police are expecting to close I-12 East at 4-H Club Road for a little while they continue an ongoing investigation of a previous fatality. So you will definitely need to have a heads up to that. Get an alternate route, if you will, because that's going to be a full closure. And I expect that this red on I-12 westbound might even be slowed down again when people look across the interstate and go, what's going on? Because I assume there will be some flashing lights and things like that. Again, I-12 East, full closure right at 4-H Club Road about 8 o'clock this morning. We'll keep an eye on it and be the first to alert you when it closes, first to alert you when it opens. It's WAFB 9 News Now. We'll be back with a couple of headlines next.
Hey, real quick before you get going, something going on today. You may see, depending on where you are, a torch run for Special Olympics Louisiana.
An annual law enforcement torch run. It always kicks off the Special Olympics Louisiana Summer Games weekend. So today at 8:30 on the steps of the state capitol, you've got law enforcement officers from across the state coming to kick things off here. They're running the capital region area and moving on to kick off the games this weekend.
Now we're in Hammond, right over Southeastern. Yeah. Hey, kicking off maybe some conversations here. Stepping up to the microphone at Rotary Club, you got St. George Mayor Dustin Yates.
He's speaking there, taking the mic at 12. The doors will open though at 11:30. Drusilla Place Catering there off of Jefferson Highway.
Speaking of mayors, a former mayor president here, Kip Holden, we've got a couple days of remembering him beginning today.
So today, keep in mind that the Baton Rouge City Parish offices, they're going to be closed at noon today. This is to allow for employees and the public to pay their respects to Kip Holden. He's going to lie in state, as the city says, from 4 o'clock tonight to 8 o'clock. This is going to give you an opportunity to go visit him. There's going to be a ceremony there at the City Hall Council Chambers as well. Tomorrow will be his funeral. Yeah,
and WAFB will cover that part of that for you live right here. Also want to keep you in the know, the escapees out of Orleans Parish, right, the detention facility there. 5 of the 10 now recaptured.
You're looking at a photo. The 5th one just captured last night. 5 more still left now. Remember, it is a $20,000 reward for each inmate captured. Still 5 more on the run. We've got that story for you to let you know which ones have been captured, as you're looking at here. Law enforcement really hoping that this ends up being wrapped up sooner than later.
You're right. A lot of eyes on it.
Yes.
Countrywide.
Yeah.
So, all right, so that's Wednesday, huh?
That's Wednesday.
All right, fine.
Still more to go. We'll see you in 10 minutes with another check of our traffic and weather.
Oh,
Big
we ain't
Wednesday
leaving.
ahead.
Yeah, we'll be here.
We ain't leaving.
No.
You could be driving a
Experience the thrill of a new Honda Accord right now from Team Honda. Named a Car and Driver's 10 Best Award winner for the 39th time. Get 2.99% financing for 60 months right now on your new Accord. At Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda.